Movement across the front lines has decreased significantly over the past 24 hours, as Ukrainian offensive operations slow down and Russian forces take up their defensive positions. But the movement behind the front lines has only increased. It's now clear that the Ukrainian forces are regrouping, redeploying, and preparing for upcoming offensives across the battlefield. On the Luhansk front, they are preparing to attack Svatove and Kreminna, two key cities holding the entrance to the Luhansk region. In Zaporizhia, Ukrainian forces are preparing to launch an offensive southwards to cut off Russia's vital land bridge to Crimea. In Kherson, the Ukrainians are preparing to break through the Russian line from Ilove to Borizenske to reach the Novokharkova Dam. And while each of these offensives are extremely important to the Ukrainian war effort, today I'm going to focus on what I believe to be the most decisive blow, the Zaporizhia offensive. The armed forces of Ukraine has amassed a large number of units in this area in preparation for an offensive. These units are grouped from Stepnohirsk to Poltavka and include the 9th Separate Special Forces Brigade, the 102nd Special Purpose Brigade, the 110th Territorial Defense Brigade, the 23rd Territorial Defense Battalion, and the 98th Territorial Defense Battalion. These units are supported by approximately 80 T-72 and T-74 tanks, more than 140 BMP and M113 armored personnel carriers, as well as around 40 M777A2 howitzers and crab shell propelled guns, along with long-range, multiple-launch rocket systems. In total, this force amounts to around 12,000 people. And to put that into perspective, this offensive grouping is even larger than the grouping we saw break through the Russian lines in Kherson a few days ago. Now, the Russian forces in the area are elements belonging to the 19th Motor Rifle Division, including the 429th Motorized Rifle Regiment, the 141st Tank Battalion, and the 503rd Guards Motor Rifle Regiment, a much smaller force by comparison. The task of this offensive is to strike south in the direction of Tomak, break the enemy defensive lines, and continue towards Melitopol in order to gain access to the northern coast of the Sea of Azov, completely cutting off the land bridge to Crimea. If the Zaporizhia and Kherson offensives are successful, the Ukrainians might be able to destroy tens of thousands of Russian troops, as well as liberate the entire south of their country. Once this territory is under their control, they'll be able to move forward their artillery and HIMARS rocket systems, and they will attempt to destroy the bridge connecting Crimea to the Kuban region of Russia. Destruction of this bridge would isolate any Russian forces remaining in Crimea, and from there the Ukrainians could continue their offensive forward to liberate the entire peninsula. The loss of all this territory and all these lives would deal the killing blow to Putin's prestige, and might even trigger a coup, taking down his regime. With the stakes being this high, I believe that the outcome of these offensives could determine the outcome of the war.